All right. World map. We're going to... We'll switch the time of day. But we're going to fly... This is an air flight that is impossible. We're going to go through the National Mall. They have... That's funny. Pentagon. We're going to fly out of Ronald Reagan Airport, and we're going to go take a little tour of D.C. So depart from Ronald Reagan, KDCA. That's a good runway, although this is fine. This is something I don't think you can actually do. So we're not going to fly a jet. We need something a lot slower. So we're going to go back to just the basic Cessna 152. Max speed. Yeah, in fact, if we had even lower, that would... No, we'll go with the Cessna. All right, let's do this. So this is a pretty busy airport, and this is one that is very carefully controlled, and they would never allow an airplane to fly over the National Mall like this unless it was like a military plane or something like that. Even like news helicopters, you just don't see them. It's, you know, the president's there. After 9/11, all of that kind of stuff just went away. Bye-bye. It's too hard to, oops, I missed the airport, and therefore I'm going to, you know, crash into a building of importance. But this is part of the fun of a flight simulator, right? You can do some of this kind of stuff. So we're going to see what kind of mischief we can get ourselves into. We're not going to crash into anything, but we're going to take a tour from the air of the Pentagon and the National Mall, the Capitol building, the White House, all of that fun stuff. So we're just going to request to take off going north. All right. Checklist. Oh, good. They changed the time of day. Before starting the engine, fuel valve is open, which is this thing. Okay. Check. Brakes work. All right, start the engine. We want to set the mixture to rich, which is something... It's not super... I mean, it improves the flow and things like that. Cold inch... I think this is... Wait, that's cabin heat? I think this is fine. Prime as required. So we'll prime the engine. Oh, that's so cool. Open the throttle just a little bit. Okay. Master switch on, which is these guys. Okay. We have battery power. We turn the ignition. Okay. Throttle adjust to 1,000 RPM. Let's just get our normal view. So we're looking at this. We got 1,000. That's pretty good. Oil pressure is in the green. Barely, but yep, that's fine. And then the lights we will turn on. Good. Before takeoff, fuel shutoff valve is open. Yeah. Rich below 30,000 feet, which is fine. The strobe, we'll go ahead and turn you on for now and then release the parking brake. We will do that. We're not going to worry about the takeoff checklist. Okay. So we're going to turn to Washington ground and we're going to request depart north.
Washington ground, Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo with uniform request taxi for takeoff north departure. Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo taxi to and hold short of runway tree using taxiway Kilo Papa Juliet Foxtrot cross runway 1 cross runway 22 Foxtrot. Contact tower on 1 tree 4 decimal tree 5 when ready.
Acknowledge.
Taxiing hold short runway tree via taxiway Kilo Papa Juliet Foxtrot cross runway 1 cross runway 22 Foxtrot.
Oh,
Cessna
we have to
Romeo
cross
Kilo
2
Romeo.
runways. Eesh. That's gonna be fun. This one's not as much fun to taxi as the other one. We're gonna go a little bit faster than we would normally. And I'm gonna actually have the flaps on for takeoff this time.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo hold position caution the generic on final.
Okay. Acknowledge hold position.
Position Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
I think they meant, I think I can come up a little bit further. But that's the runway, I think. They just don't want me to cross the runway. Yeah, which is right here. Actually, we'll stay right there. So, if this is right, we should be able to see airplane landing, and I can't see this worth a darn. There it is. Hey! Look at that!
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo hold position caution the generic on final.
Acknowledge hold position. We're still holding.
Hold position Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
Look at the ground air traffic controller doing his or her job. I'm just gonna get to the runway. I'm not gonna cross it. All right. Whoops. This is fine. So Lincoln Memorial, we're going to see that. That's really close. All right, come on. Is there really a plane on the final? Or is... Oh, there is one. Hello, little generic plane.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo continue taxi.
Okay. Acknowledge continue taxi.
Roger Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
I'm going to cross this runway quickly. Because it's obvious this is an active runway. There's another runway which we're... Oh, this is just the other side of the same runway. This is fine. This is another runway, though. No, it's not. This is where I'm supposed to be. So we're going to contact the tower. And we're going to request takeoff.
Washington Tower Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo at runway tree ready for departure to the north. Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo altimeter 29 or decimal 9 or 2 and 281 at tree. North departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway retrieve.
Acknowledge takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
So I'm going to go ahead and set flaps because I want to do a fairly low, slow flyover. What the? This is... I don't see the freaking runway. There's something weird with this directions that it's trying to give me. This is the runway, I think. No, the runway's here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, we should be good. Good. All right. So we are on the Virginia side of things. We're flying towards the Pentagon here. We have a little offspurt of the Potomac River. We're going to buzz right over the Pentagon. Get those generals and admirals ticked at us. I forget the name of the freeway that this is. We're going to fly right over ground zeros. One of the largest office buildings in the world. Actually, the largest office building in the world. And it's mostly flat. So we're going to follow this freeway, which is eventually going to take us to I-66, which will take us across the river. Potomac River here. I don't think this is really an island. Well, there is an island here. This may be a Teddy Roosevelt Island. It's around here somewhere. Okay, let's take the bridge.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo, continue for north departure.
Acknowledge. Yeah, we'd get in so much trouble.
Washington Tower, Cessna
So here's the
National
Washington
Airport, Romeo,
Monument,
continue for north
or
departure.
the Lincoln Memorial, excuse me. There's a nice little roundabout here. The traffic can go on one side, but it can't go on this side. This is all for pedestrians. This is the reflecting pool. That pool on the left may be the Constitution Gardens. There's a little memorial there. You've got the Washington Monument. I'm going to turn down our speed as low as I reasonably can. We've got... Oh, they even have the new building. This is the African American History Museum and the Natural History Museum and the American History Museum. I may have mixed those two up in order. On the left is the National Archives, where the Declaration of Independence and Constitution are, among many other things. I actually have a library card there. I don't remember what this one is. So this is the U.S. Capitol building. I never actually did make it this far. Well, I've been as far as the steps of here, but I haven't been behind here. I know that the Library of Congress is somewhere around here and some other fun stuff, but I never have done this. So let's fly on the other side of the National Mall. Let's increase our speed a bit. I don't remember which museum this is. Oh, this is the Botanical Gardens, and I think the left is the Library of Congress, maybe. This is, I think, the American Indian Museum. This is my favorite, the Air and Space Museum. Lots of really, really neat stuff over there. Like the Rotund or something. It starts with an R. This is the Smithsonian Castle. And I don't think these are any museums of note. By the Smithsonian Castle, there's two museums that are largely underground. There's the African Art Museum and the Asian Art Museum. We have even the flags at the Washington Monument. Nice. Now, if you head straight north at the Washington Monument, you will see the White House here that we're going to buzz right past. There's also the Eagle Scout Memorial is off to the left, to the right. There's some other monuments that are too close to actually be seen by the public eye. We're flying right through the Rose Gardens. Oval Office is on the left. Wave hi to the president while you're there. He probably can see you and is ordering us to be shot down any moment. Somewhere around here is Ford's Theater, where Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. Let's see, what else is there? Let's see how well I can do these monuments. We're going to take this as slow as we can. Straight ahead is the Tidal Basin. This is the World War II Memorial, which that looks amazing. The Korean monument is Korean War monument somewhere right around here. It doesn't look like they modeled that. The Vietnam Memorial is the wall is right there. Hey, there that is. This is the Constitutional Pond, and there's a memorial for the signers of the Declaration of Independence over here. I think that building is something that the Park Services runs. This is the Thomas Jefferson Memorial over here. There used to be a good free spot to park that wasn't too far away from here. Let's see, what else can we do? So we're going along this road. There's a couple more museums that are of interest. Let's see if we can find these. I think the Holocaust Museum is roughly where we're at. Smithsonian Castle looks weak, I gotta admit. The National Archives building is this one, and that looks pretty spot on. So yeah, there's the highlights for Washington, D.C. Hope you enjoyed the little tour here. Now we're going to request a full stop landing back at the airport. Acknowledge.
Number 4781 Solo to generic on final. Wind 281 at tree. Clear to land runway tree.
Fly left traffic runway tree Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
So 33 means that we should be coming in from this direction. I think they're not gonna be happy, but I'm just gonna land here because I don't really care that much. There's also Udvar-Hazy where the space shuttle is, and the Blackbird and other things, but that's actually a fair ways away. Crystal City, this is the area where Amazon is building their headquarters. Or they've at least attempted to. I don't know how well that works out for them. Let's go to full idle. Or we're landing on 19. Whoops.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo, contact ground on 121.7.
Yeah, they're probably not happy with me. Acknowledge ground handoff.
121.7 Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
I better get off the runway.
4781, turn next taxiway.
Okay. Woo! That was something. Request taxi to parking.
Washington ground, Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo, request taxi to parking.
Cessna Tango Romeo Kilo Romeo, taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway Juliet November.
Acknowledge.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Golf 1 Juliet November, Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
Okay, let's just keep going. All right. So any questions, feel free to let me know now or leave them in the comments, and I would be happy to. The other two things that I enjoyed besides the landmarks we saw that are in the mall is the printing press, the National Bureau of Engraving, where they print money, and the Holocaust Museum, which are both next to each other, and we kind of miss them, which is fine. Speed up a little bit. I think we're gonna call this good for now. Haven't decided what I'm gonna play next, but it will be something else. Probably a more long-term game. Thinking some kind of factory game. I may pull up Dyson Sphere program again, or Oxygen Not Included, maybe even RimWorld.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Acknowledge.
Hold position, Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
Where's this other traffic? Is this the van that they're having me stop for? Oh, come on.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo, continue.
Really? You had me stop for a van.
Kilo Romeo, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay,
Position,
acknowledge
Cessna
hold.
Romeo Kilo Romeo.
What was it this time? I mean, I'm in a really awkward position right now. I think this is awful. There's a plane over here. Wonder if that's the one that they're telling me to hold for. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. It probably was that plane actually.
Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo, continue taxi.
All right. Acknowledge.
Roger, Cessna Romeo Kilo Romeo.
Let's see. I don't know. This is our parking spot. Yep. All right. So let's just turn her off. Get that out visible. Flip the batteries off. And there we go. That was a short flight. All right. We're going to call this an evening. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Feel free to follow me for when I'm going to be streaming again, which I believe will be probably Tuesday. So I should pick what I'm going to do tomorrow then. Thanks, guys, for everything. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care, guys.